Meghan's very brief encounter, the highlights of Prince Harry's bride's career, which include a 20-second kiss with Russell Brand and even end with a wedding. Next month, Meghan Markle will walk down the aisle to marry Prince Harry. The bells in Royal Windsor will ring out in celebration of a new beginning, but they will also sound the death knell on her career as an actress. For Meghan, marrying into the royal family means the curtain will come down on her acting life forever. This not only means waving goodbye to Suits, the hit television series which made her famous, but it will also bring an end to her determined efforts to make it as a movie star. During her quest for stardom, Meghan appeared in 14 films, some of them forgettable, some of them regrettable, some of them cheesy and some a bit sleazy. And I've watched all of them, charting her progress up the Hollywood ladder, from blink and miss her walk-on parts, to being the star in her own right. Her transformation from goofy kid with bad hair to the glossy princess to be she is today is nothing short of remarkable. Being Prince Harry's wife will clearly be the role of her life, but what of the parts that got her this far? It's time to put Meghan's films under the mighty Gen microscope. More X-Files than X Factor. The Candidate, 2011. Meghan pulls strings to get a role in this hard-boiled sci-fi short film, which was produced by her then-husband, Trevor Engelson. Handy. She turns in a two-scene solid performance as Anne the receptionist. Her creepy boss wants to kill an incompetent colleague, and we have all been there, haven't we? Anyway, what does Meghan care? She has a messy, I'm too busy ponytail, a Louis Vuitton handbag and a phone to answer. Her best line, how are you spelling that? And your number, please. Watch out, Bette Lynch. Remember Me, 2010. This rom-com starring Twilight hunk Robert Pattinson was a hit, and was also produced by Meghan's hubby. However, she only has a tiny role as a barmaid, with one lousy three-word line. By the following year, their marriage was on the rocks. Her best line, do not speak. Branded by a snog with Russell. Get him to the Greek, 2010. What on earth is Meghan doing in this ghastly comedy? It stars Russell Brand as obnoxious rock star Aldous Snow, Jonah Hill as Aaron, the lackey charged with getting him from London to LA, and Elizabeth Moss, of Mad Men fame, as Aaron's girlfriend. Among the drug-snorting, threesomes and general debauchery, Meghan has a 40-second role as Tatiana, a girl in a strapless metallic dress who is snogged by Aldous at a party. He doesn't even put down his brimming champagne flute to kiss her, the brute. The clinch is then interrupted by Aaron, pushing her face away, as Aldous must rush to catch a plane. After the ignominy of Russell Brand sucking on her face, Meghan doesn't even get a credit. Humiliating. Not universally panned, however. Critics said it had its moments. Shame Meghan wasn't in any of them. Is this really her? Everyone, including royal biographer Andrew Morton, says yes. Her best line, MMMN. Slurp. A real disaster movie. A lot like Love, 2005. Meghan is 24, has left university and appeared in a couple of small TV roles. This is her first proper Hollywood film, and she gets 31 precious seconds of screen time in this lame, 9/11 themed rom-com starring Ashton Kutcher. She plays Natalie, a girl who walks down the aisle of a plane with, hang on, two unidentified flying objects stuck up the front of her pink jumper. Whatever is going on, she has never looked so buxom. She sits next to Ashton and looks longingly at his handsome profile, but it is his friend who tries to chat her up. Critics hated this crass exploitation of a national tragedy. Her best line, no, I'm from LA. If the cap fits. Horrible Bosses, 2011. A lot of big names appeared in this comedy blockbuster, including Jennifer Aniston as a sex-mad dentist. Meghan's walk-on/walk-off part as a FedEx delivery girl attracted zero attention, even though she was chatted up by Jason Sudeikis, an account manager at a chemical company. You are way too cute to be a FedEx girl. You gotta be a model or an actress or something, right? He says. Bang on the money. Her best line, I'm good. He is just signing for these packages. Thank you. Tales of a Snappy Snapper. Dysfunctional Friends, 2012. Okay, she is no Annie Leibovitz, but Meghan makes a passable attempt at playing a ballsy photographer called Terry in this comedy drama. Her role is minor. Still, she slaps someone, shows off her bra straps and deals briskly with a well-endowed male model. Her best line, This is not porn. That situation you've got going on there, it's got to be put away. Look away now, you're major. Random Encounters, 2013. In this re-release of a chick flick made pre-suits, Meghan plays Mindy, a party girl who brings home a different guy every night. Look away now, you're major. She also gets second billing on the film poster. Progress. Mindy pops up in a host of revealing outfits including a sexy negligee, and she sleeps with a cop who stopped her for a traffic offense. Her best line: "Sometimes you only get one shot at it." Hankering for Love. When Sparks Fly, 2014. Meghan has the lead role of Amy, an ambitious journalist who returns to her small-town home, where her parents have a fireworks business. In the weakest gunpowder plot ever, there is some complication about a late delivery of rockets for the 4th of July celebrations. Meanwhile, Amy discovers that Hank, the boy she left behind, is about to marry her best friend. Soon they are back in Lou's diner, eating ribs and peach cobbler and falling in love again. The film was shown on the U.S. cable and satellite TV network Hallmark, an offshoot of the card company. "This has got to be the worst Hallmark movie ever made," moaned one critic. Her best line: "I went after the wrong dream and lost the person I cared about the most." An Oscar for The Hair. Deceit, 2006. She plays a girl next door called Gwen in this crummy film noir. Over the kitchen table, Meghan dispenses unwanted advice to a friend caught up in a murder mystery. But what has me gripped is her weird flicky, Farrah Fawcett-esque hair. Her best line: "I think Dave is really good for you, and I wouldn't want you to lose him so easily." Hello, is it me you're looking for? Antisocial, 2015. These days, Meghan may want to shine a light on female empowerment, but she seemed happy enough to play a simpering girlfriend in this load of old nonsense. Set in London, Meghan plays Kirsten, a model who falls in love with graffiti artist Dee, whose brother leads a gang of gun-toting jewel thieves. While the other female characters get beaten up, raped or firebombed, Meghan represents goodness and innocence. Her best line: "I know you have had to climb a mountain to get away from this crap and see life for what it can be. You inspire me." Finding Mr. Right. Dater's Handbook, 2016. Meghan plays lovelorn Cassandra, a sweet but feisty businesswoman who has a history of going out with non-committal dud boyfriends. "Of course I want to get married," she tells her mom. But how? A copy of the Dater's Handbook sets Cass on the path to matrimony. "I've got to change how I choose relationships," she says, flicking to a chapter called First Snare Your Prince. No, it is not. No, she does not. Sit down at the back. After following the book's advice, she must choose between following the rules or following her heart. Her best line: "At some point you will figure out I am not the girl that you think I am." Lost and Forgotten. The Apostles, 2008. Meghan plays Kelly, a sassy but vulnerable former stripper who finds friendship and empowerment with the police wives who live in her street. How? By teaching them how to strip to arouse their jaded husbands. No one has seen this film for years, an effort so awful it has disappeared without trace. Officer, arrest that overacting woman in the basket before she harms herself, and us. It's a crime. Good Behavior, 2009. Another film that suffered the same disappointing cut was Good Behavior, which went straight to TV before vanishing into the ether. Meghan played Sadie, the spoilt daughter of a Las Vegas crime boss. Her mother decided it was time for the family to go straight, and comedy is supposed to ensue. Is she any good in it? Your guess is as good as mine. Drugs and Other Kinds of Busts. Boys and Girls Guide to Getting Down, 2006. Meghan secured a small part in this alarmingly candid film teaching the kids how to use drugs, avoid the police, get into the cool clubs and have a good time in downtown Los Angeles. She plays Dana, who snorts cocaine, wears a tight black dress and obsesses about a boob job, clearly forgetting she had one in A Lot Like Love. Her best line: "What do you think? Too slutty?"